Good morning, AIMCO. Welcome to Kimmel's Corner. It's Monday, December 3rd, 2012. Hard to believe we are in the final month of the year. But we are, and we need to finish strong. So I want to encourage each and every one of you to continue to drive towards the end here. We have about 3 weeks left before we get to the real holiday season kicking in, and I just want to ensure that we do not pause, but we continue to drive all the way to the finish line. Okay, let's talk about a couple of things. I wanted to mix it up this week and change some of our focus as the topic of the week. And so the first one I want to talk about is ownership. You know, many times when I'm out in the field, or even here at the corporate office, we use a lot of different vernacular around who owns certain things. I'll hear things like, the field said, or I'll hear, Denver told us, and I'll say, tell me what Denver's last name is. We a lot of times will put an emphasis around that it's a group or a part of the organization that is giving us something to drive towards, instead of saying, I actually particularly own it and I'm the one who is going to deliver the result. And so one example I might give you is, particularly for our team members in the field, is I will see notifications to our residents that will be signed by management or by the community, instead of being signed by an individual, the actual community manager, or by Keith Kimmel. And so I want to ensure that we do not communicate with anyone within our organization, whether it be our residents or within our own corporate team or within the AIMCO team, by a group name, but more particular by the individual that owns it. And so for those in the field today, if you're sending out a notification of some sort to your residents, sign it by name. As a resident, you want to be able to have someone to go and point to and be able to own and have a conversation about a particular item. So ownership is the special topic. I also wanted to take a moment to point out a fantastic story that I heard that is centered around moments that matter. Many of you have participated in the new Moments That Matter training. And in fact, as this morning in our stand-up, we were talking about it here at the Denver office, that we had a couple of classes. And in fact, this Thursday we have some classes that the corporate team is participating. And many times when we talk about moments that matter, there is this confusion that it is only specific to our residents or to our customers. And to be clear, there are two customers that are our external customers, which are our residents and prospective residents and maybe even vendors. But then there are our internal customers, which are our team members and our employees within AIMCO. And so I just want to point out a special story that just struck me as spectacular about a gentleman named Michael McSilvers. If you don't know Michael is a leasing consultant. He works at Monterey Grove Apartments in San Jose, California. That's in Northern California. And Michael has been a stellar team member for AIMCO for a number of years. And in fact, he has gone through Moments That Matter and a variety of other courses within AIMCO, and he has just taken those courses and applied them in a special way. I heard about a story that Michael came back from some of these trainings, and he was talking to a service team member. And the service team member was letting Michael know that he was going to be on his 7th or 8th day of being on call for the evening. And that is pretty standard fare for a lot of our maintenance team members. Many of them are on call, taking care of our residents during the evenings and emergencies. And, Michael probably had heard this before, but all of a sudden it struck him as different as he was thinking about moments that matter in our internal customers well. And Michael put his hand out to this maintenance team member and said, the fact that you've been on call for 7 or 8 nights in a row, how about I take the service pager this evening, and I'm on call because I'm sure I could handle whatever might come up, and if I can't, I'll call you, but I'll just take that on-call pager for this evening. What an incredible walk. Not just talking it, but walking the walk. And to you, Michael McSilvers, I thank you for that Moments That Matter. Not just for that team member that you changed, but also for the entire organization within AIMCO. And I would challenge each and every one of you out there to take on the same type of vigor and perspective that Michael did and say, what can we do to help each other to make a moment that matters within our AIMCO team members and within our organization? So with that, Let's have a fantastic balance of the day. Let's go and drive to the finish line. It's December 3rd, 2012. It's Monday. We have a lot of work to get accomplished. Let's finish the year strong. Have a great day.